My child, attention. Stop what you are doing for a moment and be here with me. Do not skip this. Do not treat this as noise. Breathe slowly and stay present. If you are seeing this now, it is finally your time. This is divine timing meeting your life in real time. I am not entertaining you. I am appointing you. When I interrupt like this, it is because alignment is required now, not later. My timing does not rush and it does not lag. It aligns. Open your heart and listen carefully. Hear me. This is not a threat. This is not fear speaking. This is mercy calling your attention. I am not announcing disaster. I am inviting wisdom. I am placing my hand on your shoulder and saying, pause. I am redirecting your gaze from everywhere else to the message your own body has been carrying for you. This moment is a holy interruption, so you do not keep outrunning the signals meant to guide you back to peace. You asked me to lead you. I am leading you by slowing you. Do not argue with mercy. Your body has been speaking to you faithfully, like a loyal watchman at the gate. The fatigue that does not lift after a night's sleep. The rest that never quite becomes rest because your mind spins in shallow circles. The breath that sits high in your chest instead of dropping low and steady. The tightness across your shoulders, the jaw you unclench only when you notice. The quick irritations you do not recognize as weariness turning into prickliness. The fog that makes simple things feel heavy. The way joy slips from your memory even when good things happen. The small headaches. The knot in your stomach when another demand arrives. None of this is random. None of this is failure. Your body has been trying to protect you, sounding alarms with compassion, telling you the pace you are keeping is drowning out the peace I am giving. Do not scroll past this warning. Do not numb these messages with noise. You have used stimulation to silence the signals, more screens, more voices, more tasks, more news, until your own inner alarms have become background hum. Routine has almost trained you to ignore yourself. You swipe, you skim, you rush. And in the rushing, you cannot hear me clearly. Silence was not absence. Silence was alignment forming. But the constant input has confused you into thinking the only way to move forward is to overfill your senses. I am telling you the opposite. Attention will save you from unnecessary pain. Attention will open the window you keep asking me to open. Stay here. Let me speak plainly. The pace you are keeping is not proof of strength. It is evidence of carrying what I never asked you to carry alone. You took on outcomes that belong to me. You lifted the weight of pleasing everyone. You tried to be present for every need while abandoning your own. You told yourself you would rest when it was done, and then you kept adding more done. You interpreted exhaustion as a test of loyalty, an initiation into worthiness. Hear me. I did not design you to earn love by depletion. I did not call you to prove value by forgetting yourself. I called you to walk with me, not run ahead of me. My child, listen carefully now. You have misunderstood your body's warnings as interruptions to your purpose. In truth, they are part of your guidance into it. Wisdom does not ignore signals. Wisdom heeds them early. I am not disappointed in you for missing this at first. I am proud of your heart that keeps showing up. I see the love that motivated your pace. I see the faithfulness that kept you going when it was hard. I am not asking you to abandon what matters. I am asking you to release what is not yours to carry, so that what matters can be held with peace instead of panic. If you are wondering whether this is for someone else, hear me again. I am speaking to you. My hand is on you now. Windows open for those who are ready to step through, and this window is not about performance. It is about posture. Slow is not failure when it is alignment. Pause is not punishment when it is protection. I interrupt because movement is required, and the movement I require first is inward, from frantic to attentive, from bracing to breathing, from numbing to noticing. You have felt the small tremors, the moment you forgot what you just walked into a room to do, the sigh that left you heavier instead of lighter, the way you wake already braced for the day. Pay attention. These are not accusations. These are invitations to come closer. Your body is echoing what your spirit already knows but has been too crowded to articulate. You need me to set the rhythm, and I am already here to do it. I do not shame you for needing rest. I gave you rest as a gift, and I am restoring it to you. Stay with me. Put your hand on your chest for a moment. Feel that rise and fall. You did not create that. I sustain you. When I say slow down, I do not mean withdraw in fear. I mean return to wisdom. I mean choose presence over performance. I mean notice the edges of your capacity and honor them as stewardship, not as weakness. The signals in your body are not enemies to defeat. They are messengers I am using to keep you aligned with my peace. I know you think you cannot pause because everything will unravel. Hear me. You are not the one holding the universe together. I am. And I have been holding you even as you kept holding everything else. Let that truth soften you. Let it interrupt the narrative that says you cannot afford to be gentle with yourself. Gentleness is not a luxury. It is a strategy I am giving you so your life can be led by my spirit rather than by adrenaline. Do not treat this as noise. Mark this moment. Divine timing meeting your life in real time. You asked for a sign, and I am giving you a sentence that will not leave you. Your body is carrying a message your spirit must not ignore. Take it seriously, not as fear, as mercy, as my hand directing you to step out of the current that has been sweeping you past your own needs. There is wisdom here for you, and peace attached to it. If you will honor this interruption, you will begin to notice me again in the places that felt loud and empty. You will find that I have been near all along, waiting not for you to speed up, but for you to finally slow down and listen. My child, attention, stay with me. I am not frightening you. I am protecting you. Do not confuse the firmness of my voice with threat. This is not punishment arriving. This is mercy stepping in. I am placing myself between you and the cliff edge you have inched toward without noticing. I am redirecting you before you break. If you are seeing this now, it is finally your time. Divine timing meeting your life in real time. Not early, not late. I am not here to add noise. I am here to bring you back into peace before strain converts into collapse. Hear me and let your shoulders loosen. Peace and clarity are the markers of my voice. When I speak, even hard truth carries softness. Even correction holds you. It does not shove you. Panic shouts and pushes. My conviction steadies and guides. Panic scribbles clocks in red and says, hurry or else. My instruction marks the hour with calm and says, align and live. Panic trembles your hands. My word sets them at rest. My timing does not rush and it does not lag. It aligns. I am not demanding you sprint. I am teaching you to walk with me at a pace where your breath can find you again. Your body's discomfort is not a verdict of failure. It is an alarm of compassion. Those aches, that fog, the tightness that visits you at strange times, these are not betrayals. They are your own temple asking for truth. An alarm is not an enemy. It is a friend that refuses to let a small flame become a consuming fire. Do not silence the alarm with distractions and then blame yourself for the smoke. Do not shame the symptom and miss the message. Pain, tension, fatigue, these are signals, not sentences. They are the builders of your awareness, calling you home to care. When they speak, listen without accusation. You are not weak for needing gentleness. You are wise when you let discomfort redirect you toward me. I know the pattern you have lived. You have been functioning while depleted. You have smiled while strained. You have called survival normal because it kept everyone else from worrying. You have said, "I'm fine," with a tone you hoped would make it true. Many start strong, few stay steady. You stayed, and I honor your endurance. But hear me. The season of surviving by self-abandonment ends here. I am not exposing you to embarrass you. I am revealing what is happening so that you can stop agreeing with a rhythm that wears you thin. You trained yourself to override thirst, to move past hunger, to dismiss your need for quiet, to pretend your body is optional. It is not. It is part of the stewardship I placed in your hands. To care for it is to agree with how I designed you. Let me speak plainly and correct the lies that have been guiding you. Rest is not laziness. Rest is obedience to design. I set rest into the rhythm of creation so that you would never confuse worth with output. Boundaries are not selfishness. Boundaries are stewardship of assignment. Saying no to what drains you protects the yes I gave you. Asking for help is not weakness. It is wisdom that invites community to carry what was never meant to be shouldered by one person. You are not failing when you slow down. You are refusing to participate in your own depletion. You are aligning with me. You have thought, if I stop, everything will fall apart. Listen to me. If you stop, what is false will fall, and what is true will stand. I am not asking you to let go of what I gave you. I am asking you to let go of what exhaustion has glued to your hands. There is a difference. Panic cannot tell the difference and demands you hold everything forever. My peace separates clutter from calling. My peace loosens your grip where you have been bracing out of habit. When I say pause, I am not stealing time. I am returning time to you. When I say step back, I am not diminishing your impact. I am preserving it. The life you long for cannot be built on the adrenaline you have come to trust. Adrenaline is a temporary bridge. It is not a highway. Cross it when you must, but do not make your home there. I am redirecting you like a wise guide who sees the road ahead. Picture this. You hear a rattle under the hood. Warning lights blink, and a loving hand signals you to pull over before the engine seizes. That hand is mine. I am not angry at the engine. I am protecting the journey. I am not rebuking you for miles traveled. I am honoring the miles to come. I am not canceling your destination. I am ensuring you reach it with strength intact. There is no trophy for breaking down in the name of perseverance. There is wisdom in paced arrival. Lean in and receive the relief I am offering. Take this as release, not reproach. Breathe in through your nose and let your exhale be long. Every exhale an agreement. I am safe to slow down. Let your mind wrap around this sentence and keep it. I am not being threatened. I am being protected. Let it interrupt the reflex that says, push harder. Let it rewire the instinct that says, hide your need. Instead, bring your need to me. Bring your need to those I have placed beside you. You do not have to earn the right to pause. You have permission from me now. I have watched you carry burdens that impressed others but drained you in secret. I am prying open the fingers of fear, not to leave you empty, but to place peace where pressure used to live. You will not lose yourself by resting. You will find yourself again. You will not become irrelevant by choosing boundaries. You will become clear. You will not be reduced by asking for help. You will be expanded by shared strength. This is not a downgrade. This is a rescue. I am intervening so strain does not become collapse, so numbness does not become your normal. Stay with me in this realignment. Keep paying attention to the gentle cues, the simple needs, the quiet truth. Do not argue with mercy. Trust the steadiness rising in you as you release the pace that never belonged to you. I am with you, leading you out of frenzy into order, out of bracing into breathing, out of survival into life. Let this settle. My hand is on your shoulder. My peace is your permission. My voice will not confuse you. It will center you. You are protected. You are being redirected, and you are safe to slow down with me. My child, listen carefully now. I saw the nights you pushed through when your eyes stung and the clock mocked you, and you told yourself just one more email, one more task, one more promise to keep. I saw the blue glow on your face in hours meant for rest, your mind negotiating with exhaustion as though you could bargain your way back to strength. I saw the mornings you pretended you were fine, the practiced smile, the practiced small talk, the practiced answer, "I'm good," though your chest felt tight and your joy felt thin. I saw the skipped meals you justified as discipline, the water you meant to drink but forgot, the breaths that never made it past your collarbones. I saw the calendar you overfilled, because you did not want to be the one who disappointed, the availability you offered at all hours, because you feared what would happen if you were not there. I saw the invisible labor you gave without applause, the emotional temperature taking, the quiet de-escalations, the holding of tears so someone else could cry freely, the way you carried rooms on your shoulders so others could relax. I saw you absorb tension so others could feel safe. I saw you become the reservoir that never announced when it was running low. I saw how that generosity cost you in secret. The small decisions added up. The little postponements layered upon one another. You kept saying, after this week, after this project, after this crisis, and the week kept moving. The project multiplied. The crisis renewed its appointment. Rest became a mirage you chased while telling your body, not yet, not yet, not yet. Hear me. I have been with you in every unseen exchange. You were not overlooked by me. Many start strong, few stay steady. You stayed. I honor your heart, but I must also tell you the truth because I love you. Survival was necessary for a time, but it was never meant to become your identity. Survival is a bridge, not a homeland. You crossed storms, you did not fail, but you began to plant houses on the bridge, to decorate the coping, to normalize the bracing. Your nervous system learned a posture of ready for impact, and your body aligned around it. Tension became habit. Bracing became baseline. The heaviness in your heart translated into heaviness in your body, as if your muscles remembered every unspoken sorrow and held it for you. I saw the grief you never named because naming it felt indulgent. Loss that seemed too small to count. Disappointments you minimized because others had it worse. Betrayals you forgave in your mouth while your body still stored the flinch. I saw you swallow your no to protect someone else's yes. I saw you set yourself aside so peace could remain in the room, even when the peace was only silence. I am not condemning you for this compassion. I am revealing the cost so you stop paying it with your health. A heavy heart makes a heavy body. An unexhaled sorrow looks for a home and finds your neck, your jaw, your breath. Let me say it plainly. You have carried too much, too long, too quietly, and I saw the guilt that followed you like a thin shadow, whispering that to care for yourself was selfish, that to pause was to fail someone. That is not my voice. Guilt masqueraded as responsibility. Fear dressed itself as love. The enemy loves distraction because distracted people ignore their limits and abandon their own care. If he cannot corrupt you, he will try to exhaust you. If he cannot turn your heart cold, he will keep it over warm until you burn. He loves the noise that keeps you from hearing when your body says enough. He loves when you confuse adrenaline for anointing, urgency for purpose, applause for approval, availability for love. I am exposing the scheme so you can step out of it. Attention is warfare. Boundaries are protection. Quiet is not empty. Quiet is strategic. Do not argue with this witness. I am not shaming you. I am naming reality so you can be free. Strength is not the absence of limits. Strength is the wisdom to honor them. You have treated your limits like enemies to conquer, and you have called that bravery. But bravery without wisdom becomes recklessness. You thought being strong meant being always on, always ready, always carrying. Hear me, I never asked you to bleed to prove you love. I never asked you to empty yourself to earn worth. I never asked you to erase your need to validate your calling. That script did not come from me. My calling carries peace, not panic. My yoke is easy, not because the path is weightless, but because we carry the weight together, in rhythm, in step. I saw how the pressure twisted sacred things. You turned prayer into a task when it was meant to be oxygen. You treated rest like a prize you had to win, rather than a rhythm I placed in your design. You transformed servanthood into self-erasure. You added more so you would not have to feel what less revealed. And when your body protested, you apologized to it as though it were the problem. Listen, your body is not your enemy, it is your ally. I knit you together. When it speaks, it is speaking with language I wrote. The headache, the tightness, the fog, the shallowness of breath, these are not betrayals. They are messengers at the door, asking you to come to the table of honesty. You asked me to make you useful, and I am answering by making you whole. Wholeness will cost you the performance you learned to trust. Wholeness will require you to disappoint false expectations. Wholeness will move you from people-pleasing to truth-telling. This is not punishment. This is protection. I am calling you out of survival mode into a life that does not require self-abandonment. That means you will let some things return to their rightful owners. You will let no be a holy word on your tongue. You will let your calendar serve your calling, not suffocate it. You will let your tears be prayers instead of pressure in your body. You will let meals be meals again, water be water again, mornings be mornings, not battlegrounds, but beginnings. My child, do not skip this. Let the witness of my eyes settle you. I saw the hidden cost, and I am not letting you pay it anymore with pieces of yourself. I am not asking you to be less loving. I am teaching you to love in a way that does not erase you. I am not reducing your impact. I am restoring your capacity. Selection is not about speed. It is about substance. You have the substance. Now I am shaping the pace. Let go of the belief that worth is proven by depletion. Release the guilt that made you apologize for resting. Renounce the lie that care for yourself robs care from others. In my order, care multiplies, peace multiplies, capacity multiplies. Put your hand over your heart. Feel the life under your palm. That rhythm is mine. Agree with me now. I will not abandon myself to be accepted. I will not confuse constant access with faithful love. I will not call bracing normal. I choose to leave survival and enter life. I am with you in this choice, and I will walk you out gently, not early, not late. Divine timing meeting your life in real time. Stay present. The way forward begins with honesty, and honesty begins with this. I saw, I see, and I am leading you into a kinder rhythm where your care is not an afterthought, but a sign that you have finally come home to me. My child, attention. Slow down until you can hear me again. Your pace has been drowning out my peace. When you move too fast, you cannot tell what is urgent from what is loud. Noise impersonates importance. Adrenaline counterfeits anointing. Busyness masquerades as purpose. Hear me. Your healing begins where your rushing ends. This is not about doing more with less time. This is about shifting the pace so your spirit can finally receive what I am giving. I am not asking for more striving. I am inviting more receiving. I am not calling for more noise. I am giving you silence that speaks. I am not prescribing more caffeine for your body. I am imparting more peace for your soul. Do not skip this. You have trained your nervous system to expect alarm. You have rehearsed urgency until it feels holy, but urgency untethered from wisdom is a thief. It steals clarity, it steals kindness from your tone. It steals presence from your moments. It makes every bell sound like a fire. My peace is the bell ringer that tells you which sound matters now. My timing does not rush and it does not lag. It aligns. When you align, you stop mistaking volume for value. You stop answering everything as if it were the same size. You stop treating interruptions as masters and start listening for my whisper as your guide. Listen carefully now. I am giving you a simple practice, a holy pause you can carry anywhere. It is not complicated. It does not require a special room. It requires your willingness to stop for 60 seconds and agree with me. Here is how you will do it. Wherever you are, plant your feet on the ground. Soften your eyes. Unclench your jaw. Let your shoulders drop as if you were setting down a bag you forgot you were carrying. Place your hand over your heart and feel the rhythm I sustain. Inhale slowly through your nose for 4 counts. Exhale through your mouth for 6 or 7. With each exhale, release your grip on outcomes that are mine. Whisper, "Here I am and I welcome your peace." Do this 3 times, then listen. Do not rush the listening. Let the air clear. Let the water of your mind settle so the silt can fall. In that settling, you will notice me again. Make this holy pause your doorway back to discernment. Before you reply, before you say yes, before you open another app, before you begin the meeting, before you climb into the car, before you walk into the room where you usually brace. Pause, breathe, invite me. This practice is not about earning calm. It is about accessing what I already placed within you. You do not need a long escape to return to alignment. You need repeated returns to presence. Small pauses change the whole day because attention redirects the whole person. The same way a compass reorients a traveler with one small turn, your pause will recalibrate your course by a few degrees that become miles of difference. I see the compulsion that keeps you moving, the addiction to being needed, the fear of disappointing people, the belief that if you slow down, you will fall behind. These beliefs have written your pace, but they are not authoritative over you. I am. When you rush to avoid disappointment, you depart from peace to serve perception. When you hurry to keep your place, you forget that I am the one who holds your place. When you push to be indispensable, you forget that only I am indispensable. You are loved, not leveraged. You are called, not consumed. If the choice to rest makes you fear you will lose ground, understand this. In my kingdom, rest is not retreat. Rest is how I advance you without breaking you. Pay attention to what speed has been hiding. At high speed, red flags look like scenery. At high volume, warning whispers seem like silence. This is why I am asking you to bring your pace down until my peace is louder than your pressure. Peace is not passivity. Peace is power that orders your steps. Peace is the lamp that shows one step at a time. Peace makes you precise. Do not confuse frenzy with fruitfulness. Fruit does not grow faster when you yell at it. It grows on schedule when the roots are nourished. Nourish your roots with quiet, and you will become more fruitful with less force. Practice this with me now. Imagine a volume knob in your hands. Turn down the outer clamor, the timelines, the comparisons, the constant alerts that preach scarcity. Turn up my presence, the steady assurance that I am near, that I am not measuring you by output, that I am guiding you minute by minute. Say it with me. I choose a pace where I can hear you. I choose clarity over urgency. I choose presence over performance. Let those sentences live in your body. Feel how your chest opens when pressure loosens. Feel how your jaw releases when permission arrives. Feel how your mind clears when you stop trying to win moments and start receiving them. Set anchors in your day, morning, midday, evening, holy pauses at predictable points, not as superstition but as structure. Bookend your tasks with breath and invitation. When the rush rises unannounced, allow a micro-pause, 3 breaths, 1 sentence of welcome, 1 choice to defer non-essentials. Ask, what is truly required right now? Then wait a few seconds for my answer. Attention is how you honor me in the ordinary. Pausing is how you remember you are not alone in your decisions. Alignment is not forced. It is responded to. This is your response. Hear me gently. You do not owe your yes to keep anxiety quiet in someone else. You do not need to be first to be faithful. You do not have to outrun a clock I did not set. When you live at a pace that erases you, you cannot discern the subtle cues I am sending. When you live at a pace that honors your limits, you become sensitive to the slight nudge, the soft no, the small yes that shifts everything. As you slow, you will begin to see which relationships, tasks, and patterns feed you and which deplete you. You will notice the invitation that brings peace and the demand that brings dread. You will feel the life rise or drain at the thought of certain commitments. Pay attention. This noticing is not judgment, it is information for stewardship. Stay with me. A window is open in this very hour for you to exchange pressure for pace, compulsion for communion. If you are seeing this now, it is because I am near and I am ready to reteach your rhythm, not early, not late. Divine timing meeting your life in real time. Let your schedule bend to your soul's recovery. Let your planning include pauses as non-negotiables. Let my peace be the metronome that sets your steps. Slow down until you can hear me again, and do not be surprised when clarity returns, when kindness returns, when strength returns without strain. This is how you heal, not by hurrying through pain, but by handing me your pace, 1 breath at a time until my peace is the loudest voice you know. My child, attention. Do not skip this. You were not built to carry everyone. I carry everyone. You carry what I assign to you. Listen carefully now. Boundaries are the first medicine I am giving you, not punishment, not distance for its own sake. Medicine, the remedy for depletion masquerading as devotion. The first step to recovery is stewardship. You will protect what I entrusted to you by learning to say no without guilt. This is not entertainment. This is not motivation. This is course correction arriving in love. If you are seeing this now, it is finally your time. Not early, not late. Divine timing meeting your life in real time. Hear how I define it so you do not confuse it. Boundaries are not walls of anger, they are gates of stewardship. Gates open and close on purpose. Gates protect value without imprisoning love. Your body is not a public building, it is my temple. You do not prop open the doors of a temple for every passerby to wander in at every hour. You honor sacred space with ordered access, with rhythms that serve worship, with a yes that means yes and a no that guards the altar. Boundaries do not harden you, they make your love sustainable. Boundaries do not reduce compassion, they refine it. Boundaries do not announce, I am done with you. They announce, I will love you truthfully without abandoning myself. Let me name the leaks so you can seal them with wisdom. Constant access, instant replies, overcommitting because silence in another makes you anxious, rescuing as a reflex, saying yes to avoid the heat of someone's disappointment, taking responsibility for emotions you did not create and cannot heal. Offering more than I asked because the room went quiet and you could not bear it. Answering at all hours because your phone buzzed like a siren and you forgot that notifications are not commandments. Carrying consequences for another adult as if that were love. Apologizing for taking time to think. Explaining your no as if your no needed a courtroom defense. All of these are leaks in the gate. Love spills through them without order. Energy bleeds through them without return. Peace cannot thrive where your edges are always porous. Let me reframe with clarity so the lies lose their hold. Not abandonment, but alignment. Not selfishness, but stewardship. Not hardness, but holiness. Not control, but clarity. Not punishment, but protection. Not distance for ego, but distance for health. Not less love, but love that does not erase you. When you hold a boundary, you are not withholding yourself. You are keeping your word to me and to your own design. Selection is not about speed. It is about substance. Substance needs containment to bless rather than burn. I know what you fear. If I say no, I will lose them. If I pause, I will fall behind. If I make space, I will be replaced. Hear me. If a no rooted in peace costs you a relationship, that relationship was renting you, not loving you. If a pause costs you a platform, that platform was balancing on your exhaustion, not my favor. If making space reveals who only valued your output, mercy has just delivered you from a covenant of depletion. My timing does not rush and it does not lag. It aligns. Alignment will not exploit you. Take my hand while I put language in your mouth. I am giving you holy scripts, simple sentences that honor me, honor your body, and honor others with truth. Practice them aloud with me now. I can't do that right now. I need rest. I will respond tomorrow. That doesn't work for me. I can help with this part, not the whole. I need to think and pray before I answer. I won't be able to attend. I can meet next week, not today. I am not available after 6 p.m. No. Let it land in you. No is a complete sentence when peace is at stake. Not because you are unruly, but because you are responsible. Not because you do not care, but because you finally do. Set the gate with structure. Establish office hours, even if you work from your couch. Decide when you will not answer messages and honor that decision as worship, not defiance. Place your phone outside the room where you sleep. Your bed is not a conference table. Turn off alerts that summon you like an emergency when it is only preference. Stop saying, "It will only take a minute," when a minute costs you an hour of nervous system recovery. Replace, "Text me anytime," with, "Here is when I'm available." Replace, "I'll figure it out," with, "I'll let you know what I can realistically offer." Replace, "I'll make it work," with, "I can't commit to that." You are not the endless well. I am. You are the vessel, and vessels have shape. Listen to your motives. When your yes is a shield from someone's displeasure, it is not love. It is management. When your yes outruns your peace, it is not obedience. It is overreach. When your yes tries to become a savior, it forgets that you are a servant. You are not the Messiah for your family, your team, your church, or your friends. You are mine. I did not appoint you to stop every storm. I appointed you to be faithful within your assignment, at a human pace with a human frame. Strength honors limits. Wisdom honors seasons. Love honors truth. Do not treat this as theory. Install the boundary and let the discomfort pass like a wave without letting it edit your decision. You will feel the tug. Explain more, soften the no. Offer a compromise your peace did not approve. Stay steady. Your nervous system has associated peace with danger because peace exposes unmet needs in others. That is not your job to fix. It is your job to be honest. When you speak a boundary in gentleness, you invite others to grow. When you cushion every edge, you keep everyone in infancy. Boundaries create adult rooms where conversations can be clean, commitments can be real, and care can be mutual. I am not asking you to become unkind. I am forming you into someone clear. Clear is kind. Clear is compassionate. Clear reduces resentment before it takes root. Speak with softness, be specific, keep your word, do not ghost, do not over-explain, do not rehearse guilt. If they push back, do not panic, return to your sentence. That won't work for me. If they plead urgency, check with me. Remember, urgency is not lord over you. I am. Sometimes love will move quickly. Often, love will move wisely and slow. Mark this down as truth you will return to. Boundaries expand capacity. When you stop leaking energy into unassigned tasks, you will find strength for what I actually called you to carry. Your creativity will breathe again. Your kindness will have roots again. Your body will stop bracing because your spirit is no longer living beyond its edges. You will discover that fewer, truer commitments produce more fruit than many scattered obligations. Precision is peace. Focus is mercy. And know where this is leading. After the gate is set, we will tend the garden within it. Restoration follows boundaries, sleep without apology, water without delay, food at regular times, sunlight on your face, movement that honors your frame. Simple, steady, non-dramatic care. I will teach you to return to the basics without shame. But first, you must stop the flood. You must fix the openings that poured you out. Say it with me. I am allowed to be human. I am allowed to be finite. I am allowed to pace my love so it lasts. Stay here in my voice. A window is open to rewrite your agreements. Break covenant with compulsion. Break agreement with constant access. Agree with my peace as your permission and your protection. My child, you were not built to carry everyone. You were built to carry what I have entrusted with joy, with health, with me. Put your hand on your heart and let the gate close softly where it must. Feel the relief that comes when you no longer argue with design. I am with you at the threshold. I am not rushing you. I am aligning you. Guard the temple. Open the gate on purpose. Close it on purpose. And watch how quickly strength begins to return when your yes and your no finally serve the same master. My child, attention. Do not skip this. We have set the gate. Now we tend the garden. Restoration follows boundaries. Listen carefully. I meet you in ordinary routines. I anoint simple care. Small obedience restores large strength. You keep looking for a dramatic rescue. I am offering you daily manna. I am not entertaining you. I am appointing you to a kinder rhythm that heals. If you are seeing this now, it is finally your time. Not early, not late. Divine timing meeting your life in real time. Return to the basics without shame. Sleep without apology. Water without delay. Food at regular times. Sunlight on your face. Movement that honors your frame. You have treated these as optional, as if holiness only happens in the loud moments. But I shaped your healing to arrive through what looks small. Small is not insignificant. Small is strategic. Small is how roots drink. Your body responds to love. When you honor the basics, you are cooperating with the healing I have been offering you. Begin with night, because night reorders the day that follows. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is kindness set to rhythm. Build a gentle evening wind down that tells your nervous system you are safe and you are finished for today. Reduce the bright noise that keeps your mind bracing. Dim the lights an hour before bed. Let your screens rest before you do. Trade the blue glow for a warm lamp. Make your room a sanctuary, not a workstation. Tell your mind with a sentence, we are closed now. God is still open. Prepare small signals, soft clothing, a warm cup, a page in a peaceful book, a simple gratitude list with 3 lines, a whispered blessing over your bed. I release this day to you. I receive your peace. Lay your phone outside the room where you sleep. Your pillow is not a boardroom. Your bed is not a battlefield. It is an altar where I minister to you with rest. Set a consistent window for sleep that respects the design I wrote into your body. Go to bed within it, wake within it, even when the urge to drift tempts you. This is not legalism. This is kindness. Your hormones listen to light and timing. Give them steady cues instead of chaos. When you wake in the night, you do not need to interrogate your life. Place your hand on your heart, return to slow breathing, and repeat a sentence of trust. I am held. I am safe. I will sleep again. You are not lazy for resting. You are loyal to design. Rest is not a prize you win by emptying yourself enough. Rest is oxygen for the soul I gave you. In the morning, open your blinds and let light touch your eyes. Step outside if you can. Even a few minutes of dawn on your skin tells your body, we are alive and we are on schedule. Breathe cool air with me. Inhale peace. Exhale pressure. Say the day's first yes to alignment, not to urgency. This light is not trivial to me. I invented the morning to bless you. I painted sunrise as a reset. Your nervous system understands even when your mind does not. Now, nourishment. Hear me without condemnation. You cannot pray away depletion while refusing fuel. You asked me for energy, then withheld the very building blocks energy requires. I am not scolding you. I am inviting you to feed yourself like someone you love. Begin with water. Before the scroll, before the emails, before the rushing, drink water. Your cells have been fasting in the night, and they are listening for your kindness. Carry water with you as an act of agreement with life. Hydration is not glamorous, but it is glorious in its effect. Fog clears. Headaches soften. The body stops sounding the subtle alarm you have learned to ignore. Eat at regular times, not extremes, not punishment, not a swing between denial and indulgence. Choose simple, nourishing foods that ground you, proteins that steady, colors that heal, fiber that gives your gut a gentle cadence. Sit down when you can. Put the phone face down. Offer thanks, not a performance prayer, but a breath of gratitude. Chew slowly. Put the utensil down between bites. Notice the taste, the texture, the gift. Shame is not a nutrient. Rushing is not a condiment. You are not earning loveness with perfect choices. You are agreeing with wisdom in ordinary ones. If you miss a meal, do not add shame to hunger. Feed yourself and move on. If you overeat, do not add contempt to fullness. Breathe, bless your body, and return to peace at the next meal. You are not graded here. You are guided. Movement now, gentle, steady, human. I am not commanding athletic performance. I am inviting reconnection. Stretch in the morning and tell your muscles, we are home. Walk and let your mind untie its knots at the pace of your steps. Feel your heels on the ground. Feel your breath meet the air I provide. Take 10 minutes outside and let trees preach to your nervous system without words. If you sit long hours, stand each hour and roll your shoulders, unclench your jaw, open your chest as if you are saying yes with your whole frame. Movement is not a tax you pay for eating. Movement is a conversation with the life I placed in you. Your body is not only a tool for productivity, it is a place of communion. I meet you in the walk as surely as I meet you in the worship song. I meet you in the stretch as surely as I meet you in the sanctuary. Let breath become prayer and steps become agreement. I choose life. I choose peace. I choose pace. Anchor these rhythms with simple structures that do not collapse when the day grows loud. Morning, water, light, breath, and a small nourishing meal. Midday, a pause to drink, to eat, to step outside for 5 minutes if you can. Evening, dim lights, warm comfort, a release prayer, and a consistent bedtime blessing. Hold to these not as chains but as rails. When you fall off, do not dramatize the fall. Return, return again. Returning is the rhythm of the faithful. Alignment is not forced, it is responded to. Keep listening. As your body calms, deeper noise will surface. and that is mercy, not failure. When adrenaline recedes, worry patterns that hid in the rush will try to speak. Control you gripped to survive will ask for reins again. Bitterness you kept under the floorboards will knock. Old unforgiveness will rise like sediment in still water. Do not panic. This is the next layer of healing announcing itself. I will not rush you into it, but I will not let you avoid it. We will go there with tenderness. I will show you how to release what your spirit has braced around for years. But first, let the outer storm settle so the inner voices can be heard and answered. Peace on the body makes space for truth in the heart. My child, do not treat any of this as small. Sleep, water, food, and sunlight are not small to me. They are sacraments of care in a body I designed and called good. When you honor them, you are not being unspiritual. You are being obedient. You asked for strength. I am leading you to the door through which strength re-enters. You asked for clarity. I am clearing the fog in the way clarity most often comes, through rested senses and nourished nerves. You asked to hear me. I am quieting the noise that made my whispers seem far. The miracle you seek is already in motion when you choose a glass of water, a walk in the light, a plate that steadies you, a bedtime that honors the temple. Say it with me now. Small obedience restores large strength. My body responds to love. I return to the basics without shame. I cooperate with the healing you are offering. Let this settle, not as hype, but as a new way of being. Stay present, stay gentle. We are building a life that lasts. From the ground up, one night's sleep, one glass of water, one honest meal, one step in sunlight at a time. And when the deeper matters rise, you will not face them alone. I am here. I am patient. I am leading you, one day, one breath, one simple yes at a time. My child, attention, do not skip this. The weight you feel is not only physical. Your muscles are tight because your soul has been bracing. Your jaw has been set because your heart has been on guard. Listen carefully now. I am placing my hand on the hidden driver that has kept you tight even when you lie down. Control. Anxiety has been masquerading as responsibility. Hypervigilance has been wearing the costume of care. You have believed that if you stop managing every outcome, everything will fall apart. Hear me with mercy and precision. That belief is not authority over you. I am. I have watched you rehearse worst-case scenes to stay prepared. I have watched you sleep like a sentinel, half awake to imaginary alarms. I have watched you scan for danger in rooms filled only with ordinary noise. You called it wisdom. Much of it was fear, dressed in a language your culture applauds. You have been trying to be your own provider, your own protector, your own savior, and your body is exhausted from the job. Not because you are weak, but because that job was never yours. Not because you failed, but because you carried what belongs to me. This is not scolding. This is mercy. I am redirecting you before you break. The delay in relief was not denial. It was preparation. Silence was not absence. Silence was alignment forming. I am interrupting your routine because routine has almost convinced you that constant bracing is normal. It is not. When you release control, you release tension. Your body cannot rest while your spirit keeps bracing for impact. This is not about abandoning responsibility. This is about abandoning the illusion that outcomes are secured by your clenched jaw. Hear the gentle confrontation. You have thought your vigilance kept people safe. You have thought your planning guaranteed provision. You have thought your foresight prevented pain. You have done the math in the dark and called it stewardship, but often it was fear with a spreadsheet. Stewardship is faithful action inside your assignment. Control is fear attempting to manage beyond it. One is obedience. The other is overreach. Not because you are bad, but because you were scared. I understand why you clung so tightly. You were hurt. You were left to fend for yourself in rooms where someone else should have stood up. You learned to survive by anticipating the next blow. Survival was not weakness. It was evidence of resilience. But survival is not your permanent address. I am moving you from bracing to trusting, from scanning to listening, from gripping to opening. Stay with me. We will not only talk about release, we will practice it now. Where you are, open your hands. Uncurl your fingers as if you are setting down heavy bags. Place your shoulders back and let them drop. The parade is over. The inspection is dismissed. Inhale slowly through your nose for 4 counts. Exhale through your mouth for 6 or 7. With each exhale, say it with me. I release what I cannot control. I receive what you provide. Again, I release what I cannot control. I receive what you provide. One more time. I release what I cannot control. I receive what you provide. Now we will name what you are setting down, because release is stronger when it is specific. Whisper or think these with me and insert the names that apply. I release the outcomes of conversations. I release other people's reactions. I release timelines I invented. I release the need to be understood by everyone. I release the pressure to fix what is not mine. I release the fear about money, about the future, about health. I release the image I protect. I release the mistakes I cannot edit. I release the doors that will not open yet. I release the season that ended. I release the story I keep rewriting at 2 a.m. With each release, exhale, set it down. With each inhale, receive. I receive your provision. I receive your protection. I receive your wisdom. I receive your timing. I receive your peace that orders my steps. Listen, there is grief here too. What you never processed is what your body keeps holding. The shoulders that ache are often holding unshed tears. The tightness in your throat remembers words you swallowed to stay composed. The heaviness in your chest holds goodbyes you never said out loud. I validate this. I saw the losses you minimized because you thought others had it worse. I saw the betrayals you dismissed because you needed to keep going. I saw the disappointments you laughed off to make the room comfortable. Bitterness begins where honest grief is forbidden. Let the grief come forward without shame. Tears are not proof of failure. They are proof of tenderness returning. If they rise now, let them fall. You will not drown. I am here. Let each tear be a prayer that says, I am not my own savior. Do not be afraid of what surfaces when you stop performing strength. I am not exposing you to embarrass you. I am excavating what has been compacted by years of bracing. I am not asking you to explain all your pain, to narrate every memory. I am inviting the body to tell the truth the mouth learned to hide. Breathe, stay in your seat. Place one hand over your heart, one hand over your belly, and give your own frame permission. You do not have to hold it all. You do not have to be on guard right now. I am guarding you. Now understand this clearly. Surrender is not a one-time emotional moment. It is a daily rhythm, a practiced way of living in alignment. My timing does not rush and it does not lag. It aligns, and alignment is not forced. It is responded to one small release at a time. I am giving you a simple structure, daily release. Morning, before your first task, open your hands and say out loud 3 releases and 3 receives. I release outcomes. I release hurry. I release people-pleasing. I receive peace. I receive wisdom. I receive today's daily bread. Midday, pause for 60 seconds. Breathe as we did and ask, what am I gripping right now? Then set it down. Evening, do an inventory with me. Write a short list titled, Not Mine to Hold. Place under it the worries that tried to hijack your rest. Fold the page or close the note and say, you keep watch, I will sleep. Use your body as liturgy. When you catch your jaw clenching, that is the bell that calls you to release. When your shoulders rise toward your ears, that is the cue to drop them and pray, I am safe with you. When your breath shortens, lengthen the exhale and repeat, I trust your timing. Let the body teach the soul, and let the soul soothe the body. Trust will lengthen your breath. Release will soften your face. Peace will return digestion, sleep, and warmth to the places bracing stole them from. I designed your frame to reflect the truth you live. As you practice surrender, your nervous system will learn that peace is not a trap. It is home. Hear my correction with kindness. Release is not negligence. Surrender is not passivity. Trust is not avoidance. You will still act. You will still plan. You will still show up with excellence. But you will do what is yours without living beyond your edges. You will send the email and refuse to script their reply. You will apply for the job and refuse to torture the timeline. You will love the person and refuse to manage their growth. You will take the medicine and refuse to fight every unknown. You will plant the seed and refuse to yell at the soil for faster fruit. This is stewardship from rest. This is clarity without compulsion. If you are seeing this now, it is finally your time. Not early, not late. Divine timing meeting your life in real time. A window is open to put down what was never yours and receive what always is. My care, my covering, my counsel. Place your hand on your heart again and seal this with one more breath. Inhale peace, exhale pressure. Whisper it once more. I release what I cannot control. I receive what you provide. Let that sentence live in your day like a gentle refrain. We will practice it until your reflex shifts from clench to open, from brace to breathe, from manage to trust. Stay here with me. I will lead you into this. One decision, one breath, one daily release at a time. My child, attention. Do not skip this. Stay here with me. You have released what was not yours to carry. Now I am teaching you how to return to me on purpose, with every breath without performance. Prayer is not a speech. Prayer is not a performance for points. Prayer is returning again and again into my presence until your nervous system learns my rhythm. When I say pray like you mean it, I am not asking for louder words. I am asking for your honest breath. I am asking for your attention without the costume. I am asking for your presence, not your presentation. Sit as you are, stand as you are, walk as you are. There is no stage here. There is no grade. Let your breath become a doorway back to me. Inhale and receive. Exhale and release. We will keep this simple and living. Inhale, I receive your peace. Exhale, I release my strain. Again, inhale, I receive your peace. Exhale, I release my strain. Let each repetition be true in a small way, then in a larger way. You are not trying to impress me. You are learning to agree with me. Your healing deepens when your breath and prayer agree. Every exhale can become an act of trust. Every inhale can become an act of welcome. Now we will give your tongue short prayers your mind can remember when it is tired. These are not magic words. They are doorways your heart can find in the dark. Say them quietly. Say them out loud. Write them on a scrap. Text them to yourself. Let them live in your day. Jesus, calm my mind. Father, order my day. Spirit of God, settle my body. Teach me to rest without fear. When panic rises, Jesus, calm my mind. When the list multiplies, Father, order my day. When your chest tightens, Spirit of God, settle my body. When sleep feels dangerous, teach me to rest without fear. Small prayers, steady prayers, prayers that hold you when you cannot hold yourself. Do not rush past the breath. Your body is listening to the way you pray. Lengthen the exhale. 4 in, 6 out. Or 4 in, 7 out. Gentle, not forced. On the inhale, receive. I receive your peace. On the exhale, release. I release my strain. If the word strain does not fit in a moment, trade it. I release my hurry. I release my dread. I release my self-judgment. I release my need to be impressive. Your breath is the metronome. Let prayer keep tempo with it. This is what presence feels like, not hype, not frenzy. Steady, kind, near. If you feel numb at first, hear me. Numb is not failure. Numb is the body's way of saying, I have been overrun. You are not disqualified by flat feelings. You are not too far gone because your eyes stay dry. Silence was not absence. Silence was alignment forming. I was building capacity in you while you waited. The delay was not denial. The delay was preparation. When you sit with me and feel little, you are not wasting time. You are building a new reflex. Stay. Let me thaw what froze so you could survive. I will be patient while warmth returns. I am not disappointed in you. I am here. This is how you begin and end your day with me without turning it into a task you fear. Morning, before the scroll, before the news, sit or stand and give me 3 minutes of breath prayer. Inhale, I receive your peace. Exhale, I release my strain. Then speak these short ones. Jesus, calm my mind. Father, order my day. Spirit of God, settle my body. At midday, pause for 60 seconds. Step outside if you can. Put your hand on your chest, breathe, and say, I return to you now. I receive your peace. I release my strain. In the evening, dim the lights, let the world quiet, and pray. Teach me to rest without fear. Then list with me one thing you release and one thing you receive before sleep. This is not legalism. This is alignment by practice. Prayer is not you trying to move me. It is you letting me move you. I do not need convincing. I do not need your persuasion. I want your permission to reorder your interior life so your exterior choices follow wisdom. When you pray like this, I will begin to show you what must change, not in the voice of shame, but in the tone of a father who protects. You will notice where your schedule is lying about your limits. You will notice which conversations leave you thin and which restore you. You will notice self-talk that bruises you and words that bless you. Prayer will sharpen discernment because presence reveals truth. Awareness changes direction before outcomes ever do. As you breathe and speak with me, certain names, tasks, or patterns will surface without striving. Do not swat them away. Hold them up into my light and ask simple questions. Do I keep this or release this? Do I say yes here or no here? Do I move slower or faster here? Often the answer will be a quiet nudge, a weighted peace, or a gentle check. I lead in peace. I do not drive with panic. If something demands that you decide right now or else, wait and breathe. Father, order my day. Spirit of God, settle my body. Let urgency lose its false authority in my presence. When discouragement says, "What's the point?" you will answer with practice, not argument. You will not debate your own soul into peace. You will breathe it back into alignment. Inhale, I receive your peace. Exhale, I release my strain. Then speak what is truer than your mood. Jesus, calm my mind. Father, order my day. Spirit of God, settle my body. Teach me to rest without fear. The moods will pass. The practice will remain. Many start strong. Few stay steady. You will stay, not because you are perfect, but because you are willing. I am not entertaining you. I am appointing you. If you are seeing this now, it is finally your time. Not early, not late. Divine timing meeting your life in real time. Windows open for those who are ready to step through, and this window is the doorway of breath and prayer. You asked to hear me more clearly. This is how the volume of my peace rises above the pitch of pressure. I will speak to you in the ordinary, in the subway crowd, in the steering wheel pause, in the hallway between meetings. A sentence will come, a picture will come, a name will come. Follow peace. Test it in prayer. Do not rush. Walk with me. Let me teach you to pray in motion. As you wash dishes, Jesus, calm my mind. As you type the email, Father, order my day. As your chest tightens in a conversation, Spirit of God, settle my body. As you lay down, teach me to rest without fear. You do not have to wait for quiet to find me. You will find me in the rhythm of your life as it is, because I am already inside it. Your breath is the path you can always find. Your breath is the altar you always carry. Your breath is the doorway back to me. You are not weak because you need this simplicity. You are wise because you receive it. Selection is not about speed. It is about substance, and substance is formed in these small, steady returns. As you keep company with me in this way, you will know what drains you and what sustains you. You will feel the difference between assignments I authored and appetites that consume. Prayer will make you brave enough to say no without guilt and yes without fear. Prayer will soften your edges without dulling your strength. Prayer will lead you into wisdom that orders your steps. Now breathe once more with me. Inhale, I receive your peace. Exhale, I release my strain. Whisper it again. Jesus, calm my mind. Father, order my day. Spirit of God, settle my body. Teach me to rest without fear. Let these words make a home in you. Let this rhythm anchor you when tides rise. Stay here with me. We are moving from noise to knowing, from performance to presence, from clenching to trust. I will meet you in every breath, and I will lead you from this prayer into discernment, one gentle instruction at a time. My child, attention. Do not skip this. Stay here with me. You have opened the doorway of breath and prayer. Now I am teaching you to discern what deserves you. Hear me clearly. Not everything that calls you deserves you. Urgency is not always assignment. Volume is not authority. Access is not entitlement. If you are seeing this now, it is finally your time to separate what drains you from what I have actually entrusted to you. This is divine timing meeting your life in real time. I am not entertaining you. I am appointing you. You have been explaining yourself. You have been proving yourself. You have been pushing yourself. You have been answering the loudest voice. You have been rescuing the least prepared. You have been sprinting to keep peace that was never yours to police. Now, choose peace. Choose wisdom. Choose alignment. Wisdom is choosing what sustains you, because I never called you to be consumed by what you were meant to carry briefly. Listen to me with mercy and precision. There are patterns that steal health while pretending to be normal. Chaos people who convert their emergencies into your schedule. They appear with last-minute fires and rewrite your day with their delay. Guilt-based commitments that keep you saying yes to avoid disappointing those who have learned to tug your heart like a lever. Endless news cycles and fear loops that drip adrenaline into your nervous system and call it staying informed, while your sleep and hope leak away. Comparison that turns other people's highlight reels into accusations against your journey. You scroll, your chest tightens, your pace quickens, your worth feels negotiable. Doom scrolling that numbs your mind but burns your reserves. You lie down to rest and instead you feed on anxiety as if it were a meal. Spiritual pressure that tells you always available equals holy. Availability without discernment is not love, it is leakage. I am your Father. I am omnipresent. You are not. I carry the whole world. You are a human soul with limits I designed on purpose. Boundaries are not rebellion against love. They are the fence that protects it. You will not be measured by how many calls you answered in panic. You will be measured by obedience within your assignment. My timing does not rush and it does not lag. It aligns. Alignment is not forced. It is responded to. You ask, how do I know what drains me? Stay with me and we will name it. Your body has already been telling the truth. The quickened pulse when a certain name pops up, the dread in your gut before a recurring meeting, the fog that follows an hour inside certain apps, the heaviness that lands after a conversation that dresses as support but feeds on your energy. That is data. That is discernment speaking in the language of flesh and breath. I was preparing your heart before I moved your circumstances. Awareness changes direction before outcomes ever do. Now, we will complete an audit together. Take this seriously. Treat it like a holy meeting. First, list your top 5 drains, the specific tasks, relationships, loops, or habits that most strip your peace. Be honest. Write them without decoration. Second, identify one boundary you will install this week. 1, not 10. Examples. Set 2 windows of availability and stop responding outside them. Place a 24-hour delay before saying yes. Practice a simple sentence, I cannot commit to that, without explaining or apologizing. Turn off non-essential notifications for 7 days as a test. Remove 1 app from your home screen. Third, name 1 nourishment or rest change you will honor this week. 1, not perfect. Examples. A consistent bedtime with your phone sleeping in another room. Morning sunlight on your face for 5 minutes. A glass of water before coffee. A 10-minute walk without audio. Food at regular times that tells your body it is safe. Fourth, choose 1 prayer rhythm you will anchor into your day. 1. Morning breath prayer before any screen. A midday 60-second return. An evening release list titled, Not Mine to Hold. Write these down. Schedule them. Windows open for those who are ready to step through. Response is required. Let me speak to the patterns again, and let peace become your test. If a person's crisis is constant, your rescue will never be enough. Love them. Do not become their logistics plan for avoiding growth. Ask me, what is my portion here? Act within the portion. Leave the rest with me. If a commitment makes you chronically resentful, I am not honored by your smile and simmering. I would rather you repent of over-promising and reset with integrity than perform injured kindness. If news drains hope, reduce its diet. You are not irresponsible for limiting your intake. You are wise. You do not need to consume every sorrow to prove compassion. Pray, give, act where I send you, then return to peace. If comparison singes your joy, unfollow and mute without ceremony. You are not late. You are not overlooked. Selection is not about speed. It is about substance. Your path is not an indictment because it is different. Do not let spiritual language bully you out of boundaries. Always available is not a fruit of my spirit. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is truthful about capacity. I will not reward you for running past the limits I wrote into your being. I am not impressed by your exhaustion. I am moved by your obedience. Sometimes obedience sounds like no. Sometimes faithfulness looks like logging off. Sometimes humility looks like asking for help instead of pretending you can hold everything. Hear my coaching. When a request arrives wrapped in panic, decide now or else. Breathe and ask, Father, order my day. Spirit of God, settle my body. Most manipulative urgency will wilt in the presence of peace. If peace does not return after a few breaths, delay your answer. I lead by peace. I do not drive by fear. When a task offers applause but demands your health as payment, ask, does this align with what you told me to build this season? Does this bear future fruit or just immediate validation? If the fruit is frantic and the aftermath is emptiness, release it. I saw how often you have carried more than your share. I saw the hidden cost, sleep traded for proving, rest exchanged for pleasing, joy spent on survival. Hear me, you are not weak for needing boundaries. You are chosen to steward strength. Many start strong, few stay steady. You will stay, not because you can carry everything, but because you will carry what is yours. Chosen people are not everywhere. Chosen people are precisely where I send them. This is not selfishness. This is stewardship. Practice this sentence with me until it becomes natural. I choose one no to protect a deeper yes. Say it again. I choose one no to protect a deeper yes. Let it shape your calendar. Let it edit your inbox. Let it decide when your phone sleeps. When guilt whispers that you are letting people down, answer with truth. I am obeying my assignment. God carries what I release. Put your hand over your heart now. Inhale, I receive your peace. Exhale, I release my strain. Whisper it. Father, is this mine? Show me my portion. Guard me from false urgency. This week, send one message that resets a boundary. Put one drain on pause for 7 days. Choose one nourishment and protect it as if it were medication. Anchor one prayer rhythm and keep it even when feelings wobble. Small, steady changes are the way alignment becomes a life, not a moment. Silence was not absence. Silence was alignment forming. Now, response turns alignment into motion. If you are seeing this now, it is finally your time. Not early, not late. Respond to this window. Let wisdom choose what sustains you. Let discernment decide what deserves you. I will back you as you reset. I will cover you when others adjust to the new edges. I will teach you the difference between compassion and compulsion. Follow peace. Test it in prayer. Do not rush. Walk with me. You are chosen, and chosen ones guard their oil. Protect your flame so it can light what I assign without burning you down. Stay here with me. We are moving from being drained by everything to being devoted to what is yours. One boundary, one breath, one obedient yes at a time. My child, attention. Do not skip this. Stay here with me. Hear me clearly. You are not weak. You are being rebuilt. This is not a demotion. This is reconstruction. I am not only soothing you, I am restoring your capacity so you can live with strength and peace. The labels you have worn are not accurate, not lazy, not broken, not failing. You are tired, and tired is a condition, not an identity. Fatigue is not who you are. It is what has happened to you under strain. I am addressing cause, not cursing you with a name. Silence was not absence. Silence was alignment forming. The delay was not denial. The pause is preparation. When a bone is set, it must be still before it can bear weight. When a heart is reset, it must beat in peace before it can run without panic. I paused you because I am making you stable where frenzy once ruled. Your healing begins where your rushing ends, and now the stillness you are learning is not the end of your story. It is the foundation for a stronger chapter. Listen closely. I saw what others did not see. I saw you keep a soft tone when you could have cut with words. I saw you show up on days your chest felt like a fist. I saw the small, unseen choices, turning off a screen when your soul needed quiet, stepping outside for sunlight when a shadow tried to stay, praying one honest sentence when you had no speech left. I chose you because you stayed soft while under pressure, not because you were perfect, but because you were willing. Many start strong, few stay steady, you stayed. Selection is not about speed, it is about substance. I am not rebuilding you so that you can simply survive the same cycle with a thicker skin. I am rebuilding capacity, not just comfort. Capacity to love without depletion. Capacity to serve without self-erasure. Capacity to think clearly without your mind drowning in noise. Capacity to hold joy without waiting for the crash. Capacity to say yes to your assignment and no to what impersonates it. This is not about making your life easier in theory. This is about fitting you to carry what I am entrusting without burning down your own house to keep others warm. Do not confuse your current slowness with failure. Healing has a tempo. Growth has a gait. My timing does not rush, and it does not lag. It aligns. I am aligning your nervous system with my peace, your schedule with your true portion, your relationships with honest edges, your work with endurance that does not cannibalize your rest. You are learning stewardship at a cellular level, sleep that is received as instruction, water that is an act of agreement, food at regular times that tells your body it is safe, sunlight welcomed as a daily benediction. These are not small to me. These are the bricks I am laying to rebuild your capacity. Call things by their right names. Shame says, I am failing. Truth says, I am fatigued and I am being restored. Shame says, I am too late. Truth says, I am right on time for what I was born to carry. Shame says, I should be able to do it all. Truth says, I was not built to carry everyone. I am faithful with what is mine. This is not a weaker version of you. This is a wiser version of you. I am exchanging frantic for fortified, spectacle for substance, people-pleasing for peacekeeping, compulsion for conviction. I will make this plain. Rest is where capacity is rebuilt, not scrolling disguised as rest, not numbing that poses as relief. Rest that returns you to me. Rest that respects the body I gave you. Rest that listens to the first warnings and answers with kindness. When you honor the basics, you are not retreating from purpose. You are cooperating with it. I am doing more than comforting you after harm. I am reteaching your system what safety feels like so your spirit can lead again without bracing for impact. You ask, to what end? To live sent, not spent. To serve with clarity and still have laughter left at the table. To hold others' pain without swallowing it as your own. To build what lasts, not perform what gets praise but leaves you hollow. I am restoring capacity for assignment, service without self-destruction, leadership without losing yourself, love that is deep and steady because its source is me. I do not need your burnout as proof of devotion. I want your obedience expressed through wise endurance. Now hear the timing in my voice. A window is opening right now, not early, not late. Divine timing meeting your life in real time. Alignment requires response. Do not wait for a feeling to crown you brave. Decide. Choose it like you choose to breathe. Choose it like you choose to put your phone to sleep in another room so that your mind can rest. Choose it like you choose to let your yes be few and honest. Choose it like you choose to pray before you answer what tries to claim you. Today, not someday, you will mark this shift. Speak it with me. I am not weak. I am being rebuilt. I agree with your reconstruction. I receive capacity. I release performance. I will meet you inside this decision with evidence. As you guard one new bedtime, I will lengthen your patience. As you hydrate your body, I will clear your thinking. As you step into morning light, I will lift a fog you thought was permanent. As you pause to pray before committing, I will reveal where I am and where I am not. Small obediences, strong returns. You will feel dignity returning, not as pride, but as steadiness. You will recognize yourself again. Not the frantic version you performed, but the grounded child I have loved all along. Do not measure this work by spikes of productivity. Measure it by the quiet that stays when plans change. Measure it by how quickly you return to peace after a jolt. Measure it by your ability to say no without a courtroom of explanations, yes without dread, and wait without panic. This is how you will know capacity is rising. Your choices stop wounding you, and your body stops bracing against your life. My child, listen carefully now. If you are seeing this, it is finally your time. I am not entertaining you. I am appointing you. Choose this rebuilt way today. Write one sentence that seals it. Tell one person who can hold you to it. Remove one demand that mocks it. Install one rhythm that protects it. Windows open for those who are ready to step through. step. I will carry what you release. I will strengthen what you steward. I will lead you gently, but I will not let you return to bondage mislabeled as responsibility. Stay here with me. We are moving from survival to strength, from comfort only to capacity restored, one aligned decision at a time. My child, attention, do not skip this. Stay here with me. A window is open right now, not early, not late. This is divine timing meeting your life in real time. I am not entertaining you. I am appointing you. Hear me clearly. Alignment requires response. Choose a new rhythm now, while my peace is near and your heart is willing. Do not leave this moment and run back into the same noise that bruised you. Pause. Decide. Act while the light is on and the path is clear. Moments like this are windows. Windows do not stay open forever. This is not a threat. It is wisdom. If you do not respond while peace is warm and near, old grooves will try to reclaim you by afternoon. Habits remember the road they carved. Rushing will call you its favorite name. Pressure will dress as responsibility, but you are learning a new name and a new way. I am with you in this present opening so you can install a rhythm that keeps you when feelings fade and calendars crowd. Here is how you will step through, simply and specifically. Choose one boundary. 1. Make it small enough to keep, strong enough to matter. Examples: I will give no response outside my set hours. Or, I will place a 24-hour delay on new commitments. Or, I will not pick up calls that arrive wrapped in panic. I will reply when peace returns. Write it, speak it, put it in your calendar and in your mouth. Choose one rest practice. 1. Treat it as holy. Examples: my phone sleeps in another room at night. Or, I end screens 1 hour before bed. Or, 5 minutes of morning light on my face daily. Or, a glass of water before coffee. Choose one prayer practice. 1. Keep it live, not heavy. Examples: 3 minutes of breath prayer before any screen. Or 60-second midday return. Inhale, I receive your peace. Exhale, I release my strain. Or evening release list titled, Not Mine to Hold. Choose one support step. 1. Move it from idea to calendar. Examples: tell a trusted friend the boundary I am choosing. Or ask a mentor to check in weekly for 1 month. Or make an appointment with a counselor. Or speak with a healthcare professional about my sleep and stress. Faith and wisdom walk together. I work through your prayers, and I also work through people I have gifted for your good. Do not romanticize this into a someday plan. Do not let vague intention eat what clarity just fed you. When I say do not leave this moment and immediately re-enter chaos, I mean, when this ends, take 2 minutes and install one thing. Put the phone charger in the hallway. Text the sentence: for this month, I am available during these hours. Put a water bottle by your bed. Add a repeating reminder: 12:30 p.m. Breathe, return. Drag one app off your home screen. Schedule the call for help. Place a sticky note on your door: peace before reply. These are not small. These are doors you can find when storm and noise try to pull you out. Listen to me. Alignment is not forced. It is responded to. My timing does not rush and it does not lag. It aligns. You will be tempted to think a bigger gesture would be more holy. It would not. The holiness here is obedience, not spectacle. The strength is in the staying, not the spike. I am not asking you for 10 promises you cannot keep. I am asking you to choose one boundary, one rest, one prayer, one support, and to keep them while I multiply their fruit. I will tell you why the window matters. Your brain loves the path of least resistance. If you wait until fatigue returns, your old autopilot will volunteer to drive. It will steer you back into late nights, into yes before prayer, into adrenaline scrolling, into rescuing patterns that flatter your usefulness. and drain your life. But when you decide now, you tilt the ground in the new direction. You make it normal to pause before reply. You make it expected to rest before collapse. A small hinge can swing a big door. Today you install the hinge. I will swing the door. I see the resistance rising and I answer it now. Fear says, do it later. Truth says, later is how you lost yesterday. Shame says, earn it first. Truth says, receive it now and let obedience earn the evidence. Pride says, you don't need help. Truth says, wisdom walks with counsel. Isolation is how patterns hide. Bring it into light with someone who loves you and is not flattered by your performance. Not everyone has earned access, but someone has earned your honesty. Choose them, tell them, let them hold you to what you chose with me. Stay present. Breathe with me once. Inhale, I receive your peace. Exhale, I release my strain. Say it out loud. I choose a new rhythm now. I choose one boundary to protect what you entrusted. I choose one rest to honor the body you gave me. I choose one prayer rhythm to keep me near. I choose one support step so I do not walk alone. This is my response to your timing. This is my yes while peace is near. I am not late. I am aligned. Now seal this with action. Write the 4 choices in a place you will see them morning and night. Put dates beside them. Share them with the one you chose. If your heart begins to race as you do this, pause and return. Jesus, calm my mind. Father, order my day. Spirit of God, settle my body. Then take the next inch of obedience. Inches become ground. Ground becomes path. Path becomes life. I bless you now. Peace over your mind, steady, unhurried thoughts that do not spiral at every ping. Steadiness over your body, breath that lengthens, shoulders that lower, sleep that returns. Courage over your choices, the grace to say no without guilt, yes without dread, wait without panic. Wisdom over your calendar, clarity to schedule what sustains and to release what consumes. Favor with the people who will adjust to your new edges, kindness for conversation, strength against manipulation, patience for the discomfort of change. I place my hand upon you and declare, you are not returning to the pattern that wounded you. You are stepping into a rhythm that will rebuild you. If you are seeing this now, it is finally your time. Windows open for those who are ready to step through. Step and then pause. Do not rush into the next thing. Take 2 minutes in silence. Write, text, schedule, breathe. Let this choice harden into a shape your day cannot ignore. I will meet you in the keeping of it. I will carry what you release. I will strengthen what you steward. Stay here with me. We are choosing a new rhythm before the old pattern returns, and I will lead you gently, one day at a time. My child, listen carefully now. Let this settle. Do not run from this into another task. Do not try to earn what I already placed in your hands. I am not rushing you. I am guiding you. I am not driving you with fear. I am walking you with peace. Put one hand over your heart and stay present. I am with you. This is not a moment to hype and forget. This is a turning that becomes a way. Breathe with me once more. Inhale, I receive your peace. Exhale, I release my strain. Stay here until the pace inside you matches the pace of my voice. Hear my gentle instruction. You do not have to prove today's yes by overperforming tomorrow. Tomorrow is not for proving. Tomorrow is for listening. You have made a holy choice. Let it take root. Rooting takes stillness. Rooting takes repetition. Rooting takes kindness toward yourself when old grooves call you back. I am not disappointed by your learning curve. I am invested in your becoming. I will lead you gently, one day at a time. Let me rehearse the truth I want sealed into your bones. Rest is obedience, not avoidance. When you choose sleep, you are not stepping away from purpose. You are stepping into alignment with me. Boundaries are stewardship. not selfishness. They protect the love I put in you so it can reach who I send you to without collapsing you. Prayer is returning, not performance. You are not convincing me to come close. You are remembering that I already am, and your body is a partner, not an enemy. Those aches, that quickened pulse, that fog, they were not betrayals. They were signals. You were not wrong for needing help, for slowing down, for saying no. You are wise for hearing and responding now. Silence was not absence. Silence was alignment forming. The quiet you are learning is not empty. It is where I speak without shouting. It is where you will find the path for the day in front of you, not the 10,000 days you worry about. My timing does not rush and it does not lag. It aligns. I will give you light for the next step and grace for the step after that when you arrive there, not before, not after, but in season. Trust the daily provision of peace. Trust the hourly returns to breath and prayer. Trust the small, repeated yes. This is how we will walk. Each morning, before any screen or voice makes a claim on you, come back to me with one simple prayer. Father, order my day. Spirit of God, settle my body. Then listen. Ask 3 questions and wait for the quiet answers. What is mine today? What is not mine today? Where is peace leading me? Do not fill the silence with strategies. Let peace draw the lines. And when interruptions arrive wrapped in urgency, pause and use the test we have practiced. I will follow peace, not panic. I will answer from rest, not from fear. When you feel progress slow, do not pronounce failure over yourself. Growth is not a straight line. It is a tended garden. There will be days of bloom and days of unseen root work. On days that feel ordinary, heaven still counts them as obedience. On days you forget and fall back into old speed, I will not shame you. I will call you by your true name, and I will invite you back, quickly, gently. Your victories will not be measured by how perfectly you keep pace, but by how quickly you return when you drift. Return quickly, return kindly, return without theatrics. We are training your nervous system to believe me again. I am placing a blessing upon your nights now. Peace over your sleep, falling asleep without wrestling the future, staying asleep without alarms of dread, waking without the weight that used to meet you before your eyes opened. I bless your mornings with clarity, clear first choices, steady hands, a mind that reaches for me before it reaches for the world. I bless your decisions with wisdom, the grace to say no without guilt, to say yes without inner revolt, to wait without panic when the timing is not yet. I bless your conversations with truth and gentleness, courage to speak your boundaries, patience for the awkwardness of change, compassion that is deep but not depleting. I bless your body with recovery, breath that lengthens, shoulders that lower, digestion that calms, energy that returns in honest waves. I bless your calendar with order, what sustains you scheduled first, what consumes you released into my hands. And I bless your progress with grace. When steps are slow, when days feel uneven, let kindness be the ground you walk on. You wondered if you had to hold this alone. Hear me. You do not. I am placing people around you who will honor your new edges, not punish them. I am giving you language that is simple and strong. I am arranging moments of early evidence so your faith has fuel, sleep that comes sooner than it used to, a decision that once spiked your pulse now handled in peace, a conversation that ends without you rescuing. Watch for these. They are not small, they are signs of capacity being restored. If you stumble, you have not ruined anything. Simply practice the return. Breathe and pray the sentence we sealed. Inhale, I receive your peace. Exhale, I release my strain. Then ask, what is mine now? Take the next inch. Inches become ground. Ground becomes path. Path becomes life. Do not delay your return because of shame. Shame slows you. Love leads you. I am love, and I am leading. You may sense the impulse to keep adding more, to make a longer list, to expand beyond what we chose. Resist spectacle. Keep it small and faithful. Let victory be counted in the quiet you keep, not the noise you announce. If you are led to support the work that brings you here, do it as worship, not pressure. But let your first offering be the keeping of what we chose together. Your stewardship is how you say, "Thank you to me." My child, you are not alone in this. Not for an hour, not for a night, not for the days ahead. If you are seeing this now, it is because the window we opened is becoming a way we will walk. I will lead you gently, one day at a time. When your mind races ahead, I will bring it back. When your body tenses, I will teach it to trust. When fear narrates, I will speak a truer word. Stay near. Keep the breath prayer at hand. Keep the boundary like a gate you close at dusk. Keep the rest like a lamp you light each evening. Keep the listening like a compass you consult before you move. Let it settle now. Peace sink deeper than hurry ever did. Put your phone down a little earlier tonight. Walk to the window in the morning and meet the light. Whisper my name in the middle of the day for no other reason than love. I am here. I am faithful. I am patient. I am strong for you. We will not sprint. We will abide. We will not strive. We will respond. And as you follow me in this slower, wiser rhythm, watch how strength returns without noise, how joy rises without fear of the crash, how your life becomes a steady yes instead of a frantic maybe. Stay here with me. Let this settle. I will lead you gently, one day at a time.